BT Entertainment Weekly is brought to you by Lime.
It's another Friday, you know what time it is, right?
It's time for BT Entertainment Weekly, your place to be for all the latest from the local and regional entertainment scene. Hi, I'm Gina.
And I'm Camila. It started as a simple experiment in 2011. And for Ebony Rowe and her team at Honey Jam Barbados, it has blossomed into one of the leading showcases for talent in Barbados.
I wasn't sure at all if Barbados would embrace it, mostly because it's so many different genres of music. And so much that you hear on the radio at that time, everyone was into either soca or reggae. And for Honey Jam, I was like, am I going to find an opera singer, a country singer, all the different genres that are part of what Honey Jam is? And I was pleasantly surprised to find that on the island. And I didn't know how people would receive it. They loved it right away. The press loved it right away. The artists, it was instant. And each year it gets more popular, and I'm just blown away.
If you don't know, Honey Jam is an all-female developmental, multi-genre, multicultural platform where young women gain exposure, education, mentoring, and networking opportunities in the music industry and arts community. And it is based on a similar showcase which Rowe launched in Canada about 18 years ago.
It is identical in the program that we put out and the events. It is identical in the way that the artists bond with each other and how they respond to the program and how it is almost a life-changing experience for them. That is the same. One of the differences that I notice is in the level of drive of the artists in Canada. They just have a little bit more of a hustle and entrepreneurial spirit, which is odd because there are so many more opportunities in Canada. So you would think that in Barbados people would be more aggressive and on that grind because there aren't as many opportunities, but I find that it is the opposite.
So young ladies, here is your chance to see where your talent takes you. Next Tuesday at 6 p.m, head over to Divi Southwest for the first in a series of auditions. Did you know there's a special spot in the hearts of Barbadians for back in time? Hundreds of them relive the days of the afro, miniskirts, bell-bottom pants, and the electric slide as they party to the hits of the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
It was the ultimate back-in-time party, hosted at the Lloyd Erskine Standiford Centre on 2 Mile Hill last Saturday night. The dance floor came alive as fun seekers partied to the music of Rolls Royce, The Real Thing, Tavares, and Cheryl Lynn, just to name a few that belted from the speakers.
We started doing it in May of 2014, which is only about 4 months ago. Obviously Plantation would have closed, so we found it a good opportunity to have something because we realized that the landscape for things for people of this demographic is lacking. So we thought that we would team up with Lil Rick and bring the event to Lloyd Erskine Standiford Centre.
Barbados is set to become a regional center of excellence for film, video production, and other related audiovisual services.
However, a director of one of the leading film houses on the island, Ricky Redmond of Bajans in Motion, or BIM, believes more support is needed, especially from within the ranks of the private sector.
3 movies a year, we have done it for the first year, and we need to now get some support from the private sector to continue. We have proven ourselves. Not only have we proven that we can do it, we've proven that we can fill the cinema for 13 weeks for our first one. We have proven that we can get accepted in festivals overseas and they pay our way there. And we're proving that we can do something, and we're proving that Barbados has a film industry. It's not about a developing film industry or a film industry that's about to start.
He told BT Entertainment Weekly that BIM has a lot more movies on the table, about 30 right now, at various stages of the production line.
We are now starting to scratch the surface in the private sector, just now, but not to the level that we see in the rest of the Caribbean. I would definitely say Trinidad, if we go to Trinidad tomorrow, we can get a lot, we're going to do better, because even from when we went there last year, we went to Cuba with Trinidadian films, and the amount of support and the amount of people who want us to come out there. So that's not really, we really need to have our cultural industries recognize the value.
Too Smart will be at the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival from the 16th to the 30th of this month.
Coordinator of the inaugural City Fest, the NCF Senior Business Development Officer, Alison Sadie-Smith, says the general consensus on the event that formed part of the official launch of the 2014 Crossover Festival is that it was a success. Tells BT Entertainment Weekly that while some things didn't go by the book, this was expected for an event in its first day.
I think we hit enough things right that we know that City Fest works, that it's a concept that works, it's something that we should continue with, and we know that there are lots of things that we have to do better next time. I mean, we just sat there and went, okay, well, that part didn't work. Let's rethink that. You obviously can't put a stage in front of Parliament and then expect that people are still going to go into Parliament and have a kids area. You know, there were some things. There were things where we really thought that there would be a lot of spillover onto other streets, and really and truly it was the main drag that got most of the foot traffic and so on. So that I was definitely, as the co-producer, I was really pleased that we managed to pull off what we said we were going to do.
She says they have bigger and better plans for next year.
This above all, to thine own self be true.
That's Shakespeare, right?
Yep, and guess who's going to be here in Barbados next week Thursday bringing that play to the stage?
Who?
The world-renowned Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. They're on a worldwide tour celebrating the 450th anniversary of William Shakespeare's birth. In celebration of the occasion, for one night only, September 11th, the cast will be in Barbados to perform Hamlet at the Barbados Museum, beginning at 7:30 p.m.
Globe to Globe Hamlet is a tour to every single country in the world.
The biggest tour ever attempted.
Sometimes we'll be in a palace, sometimes we'll be in a theatre, but sometimes we'll be on a beach.
Sometimes I think we are literally going to be arriving on a day, putting the performance up, doing the performance, taking it down again and travelling on to the next day where we'll do exactly the same thing.
And it's basically reaching all of those people that would not normally see a Globe show or even a Shakespeare show.
And everywhere we go, they're kind of like a little footprint of Hamlet going around the world.
Hamlet is Hamlet. Beautiful, dreamy, soulful play, which was modern when it was first presented and is still modern now.
The two-year global tour of Hamlet aims to take in every country in the world. The Globe to Globe Hamlet, directed by the Globe's artistic director Dominic Drumgoole, reinforces the Globe's continuing commitment to internationalizing Shakespeare following the runaway success of the 2012 Globe to Globe Festival.
And that's a very big deal due, my countrymen.
That's it for another edition of BT Entertainment Weekly, your guide to all the happening events in Barbados today. I'm Gina.
And I'm Camila. Don't forget you can email us at entertainment@barbadostoday.bb. We would love to hear more from you. Or link us up at www.barbadostoday.bb. And also you can like us on Facebook for more.
See you next week!